We were not lucky that day. After sailing for almost 1.5 hours, we could not find a suitable spot where we can find a hint of fish. Our captain, Mr. Augustine, said that this is usual. Most of the time, you are not lucky. I was thinking about the expenses incurred for the trip. With so many people involved, plus the fuel cost, it is not too low for sure. He decided to keep the boat idle at the deep sea, little far away from the shores, and he bought a small boat for us to reach the source where we can reach to the human civilization. It's a common practice for the fishermen in Goa when a trip goes unsuccessful, so that they can, try their luck again later, maybe that night or maybe next morning. The one biggest advantage of it is that they don't have to push the boat again from the source using a huge amount of manpower and a fuel, which is always very expensive. In the boat, where there is a rope tugger which they use for putting the net on the deep sea and particularly on the seabed, along with the shackles they use to make the nets stable under the seawater. They use good quality of net, he assured, and it can cover almost 500-meter radius in the deep sea. We discussed about the type of fish they generally catch. Augustine says chinga or the prawns are the most profitable ones, which can be found in the time of monsoons. The common ones are swordfish, pomfret, mackerel, etc. There is a common factor between me and Augustine. We both have a small daughter. At the end of the day, you know, it's quite a skillful job, I must say. There are a lot of technical aspects involved in this particular job, which they have to perform every day. They know very well when to throw the net, what's the exact location with their experience. They are quite expert on that, so we had to respect their decision on that day. It was disappointing, but the entire experience was with full of learning moments. One thing I observed is the togetherness they have shown. They had a single aim to catch the fish from the deep sea, and they were quite focused on their objective. When I was flying the drone in the middle of the sea, I never thought the landing could be that tricky. In the tiny small boat which we used to reach the source, I was trying many times and I was failing so. It was very difficult, considering the tiny amount of spot in the small boat. Eventually I could manage to land it successfully. But I really enjoyed the smile of Ajay, one of the crew member I interviewed in earlier videos. It was very refreshing. I mean, everybody was very eager to see me if I could land the drone perfectly or not. I was very relieved when I could manage to get down from the fishing boat to the small boat, because I was the last one to be standing on that. In the southern part of Goa, and the fishermen have just caught, just came back from the deep sea, and they are They have got a huge catch, and their work has paid off. So I have one of my friend here. So हेलो, कितने बजे आप लोग गए थे इसके लिए कितना घंटा लगा? 10:30 ना? 2 घंटे लगा ना? हाँ हाँ, इट्स ए हार्ड जॉब बाय द वे। हाँ हाँ, कितने कितने लोग गए थे आप लोग टोटल? 20 जन। It was a huge amount of fish I could see at late night in the Benaulim beach. Me and my friend was discussing and looking at the spectacular view the full moon night was offering us on and above the Arabian Sea. All of a sudden, I could see there are people, fishermen, came back from the deep sea with a bumper catch. The tourists were very excited to see that as well. It was fish everywhere, you see, and surprisingly, they were keeping the fish on the sand. It was a huge catch, so they didn't have that much of space, and they were sorting out according to the breed and the size of the fish. It's a big fish, yeah. What is this? This looks short, na? Looks like short also, na? That is why the name is after short. Yeah, yeah. I stayed in a small hut, as I said in the earlier episode, a budget friendly hut. So I decided to stay there for that night. And that night was very special because the moon was very prominent over the sea. So me and my friend decided to take some time out. Meanwhile, I had a look at the bumper catch of a small group of fishermen at around 12:30 at night, which was very surprising for all of us. I tried to talk to them, few were cooperative, few were not, but at the end of the day, it was an amazing experience. I must say one more thing that once you are looking for something which is different in Goa, this kind of videos will help you. You can contact us for any kind of queries, whether it is related to hotels or any kind of activities which require human help. We can, if you want to go to the deep sea with a fisherman, you can contact us. We can definitely help you. At the same time, I must say that these kind of videos are different, and these videos are mainly focused to people who are patient enough to understand the local life, and the locals here were very supportive and amazing. They are literate, they are educated, so they know what to speak and what I can expect from them. Keep watching my channel. Do like, share and subscribe. It's a very important part, and I wanted to say one more thing. At the end of the video, you will see something that there is a festival that was happening that point of time, and that festival offered us a very amazing firecrackers that was lighting up the deep sea at night, and the swords of the Goa was offering us something very special. So keep watching, and I hope I will come up with very interesting videos in my next episode.